I think I've pressed the buttons correctly. And with any luck,
Fingers crossed.
And with any luck, you can hear us on YouTube and Twitch.
What?
The buttons are saying that's correct. I did this once before years ago, restreaming, and then forgot how to do it, and have only just looked it up. So I'm quieter than the intro music. That is surprising. How about if I turn that up? Maddie, say hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. Let's see. Much better. Very good. Yay. And you can hear Maddie all right. Maddie's a little quiet too. All right. It's probably Windows. I'm gonna blame Windows.
It's probably for the best.
Just in case Frank rockets in and starts screaming.
I have closed the door because he has been a loud boy.
He's been a loud boy today. Well,
he has. He's yeah. He's had a lot to say.
I mean, rightfully so. Rightfully so. And we are joined by Io and her towel, so she doesn't fall off the back of the chair. There we are. Welcome.
What a baby.
Oh, well, she's just turned 11 the other day. So, yes, she's just had her birthday. Still just a baby. And Mr. Raya had his birthday too. He is 1 now. And Mr. Nix has his first birthday. I know, it's madness. He's big. He's a big boy. If he comes in, I'll make sure that we show him to you all. And yes, and then we've got Mr. Nix, whose birthday is next month. So birthdays all around.
Gosh,
there we go. But yes, welcome in everybody. So yes, welcome. My name is Paige, and I'm still trying to learn how to speed spell that on fingers. So we're working on it. I'm trying to think what Maddie's is as well, because now I have to remember how everything works. I will learn Maddie so I can say it next time, because I think it'd be.
Well, I could learn it.
M-A-D-D-Y. That should be Maddie. If not, I've called her Daddy, and I'm gonna get in trouble with HR. We'll figure out what the problem. We'll figure it out. But yes, welcome in everybody, whether you're on YouTube or on Twitch. I've called this the main newscast because normally we have like a few bits to update you with, and then we'll play a game for a while. But I've actually had to make a PowerPoint this time because of how much news we have.
Yep.
So
it's an epic amount of news.
It's an epic amount of news. So I guess we should just get started if I can figure out how to show it properly. Hold on.
We need to hydrate, Paige.
I've got... Oh, God. Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness.
We both have straws.
We're so sensible. My goodness. Yes, everyone at home, do not forget to hydrate. It has been very warm the last few days.
It has.
All right.
I realise I look like I'm in a different time zone because it looks really dark in this room, but I promise it's just because I've drawn the curtains. I am still very much in England.
Oh my God, it worked! Now, Maddie, I'm not going to cast this directly to you, so you're going to have to go via the stream. But don't worry, we're going to be moving at a glacial pace, so you're all good.
That is good. Good. We're not talking over things. I can see it on the stream at the moment.
Yes.
So.
Well, welcome to the Special Effect Newscast, everybody. This looks vaguely professional and I'm quite scared, to be honest. In the corner,
I'm scared too.
I know, we're getting better at this. In the corner, you will also see a little card, essentially. So anything that has relevant information you might want to go and look up more about. We've set up more commands. Unfortunately, they only work on Twitch for now, but if you type them on Twitch, they should get pulled through to YouTube. So it will tell you whether, if there's a particular event, it will have the right link to it so you can go and have a look at that. If it's vague website stuff, it'll all be on the link tree. And there are some other websites and things set up. So you've got little prompts and everything. It does work. Oh, beautiful. We love it. And yes, the link tree also had a massive glow up recently. So feel free to go and look at how pretty it is.
Yeah, Paige did a fabulous job.
Thank you.
Very, very pretty.
I ended up working like a good hour's overtime because I didn't realise what time it was, and I was making it look pretty, and then I was done. I was like, oh, it's 6.
Carried away.
Pretty much. And I was like, uh-oh, I'm going to leave. So there we go. Yes, right. The Special Effect Newscast, May 2025. Let's go, shall we? So first up, Maddie, 10k your way. Would you mind explaining what the event is?
Absolutely. So we've got a really exciting event coming up in July. It's going to run throughout the whole of July. So that's kind of my favorite thing about it, that you can pick it up and take part whenever you want to. You can take a part across the whole month if you want to, if you're crazy enough, or just pick a random day that fits for you. But yes, 10k your way. We are encouraging people to set themselves their own 10k theme challenge. So that might be running or walking or jogging a 10k, but it also could be collecting 10,000 of a certain thing in a game, could be covering that distance within a game. Honestly, anything and everything is acceptable. Like, we're not here setting you a challenge. We want you to set yourselves the challenges. The weirder, the better. We've got some really cool ones set up so far that I'm very excited about. We've got someone who is going to be doing a 10-kilometer hike for the first time in the Peak District. I think it's in the Peak District.
Oh, damn.
Which I think is pretty epic. Very, very excited to see what happens there and see all the beautiful scenery. Then I also know one of our amazing service users, Sam. Am I right in thinking they are going to be on a treadmill for 10 kilometers on a wheel?
I believe so. I believe that's what he's going to do, but I do know there's been some issues with equipment recently, so it might be that he chooses to do something else. Anything is fine by us. We also don't want anyone getting hurt, so if it does turn out that you can't do one thing, you could do another, go ahead and do the other, which is absolutely fine. I have also
about this challenge is that. Sorry, you go.
I was just going to say that the lovely Eddie the Bear that we met during Game Blast as part of the Sea of Thieves team is also going to be doing some kind of sporty extravaganza challenge things, which is very cool because he shared some information with me earlier.
Ooh, see, I didn't even know about that. That is a sneak preview because I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, it's really, really exciting. It's one of my favorite events because we can get so many people involved in so many different ways. Often when I put events together, it's kind of, if you love running, then it's perfect for you. But obviously there's plenty of people that either don't love running or can't run or don't want to run, quite understandably. So that's the best thing about this. Is that we are involving as many people as we possibly can. And it ends up being pretty epic because people just do loads of crazy things. And we love to see it.
Yep. If you do want an example of how you can set up your page, we have now got our official 10k Your Way stream page set up like we normally have for events. So if you type in ! 10k Your Way, that should take you to the webpage about it, which will have all the sign up links, which is very helpful. But I know that we'll be doing at least one, probably 3, because I'm mad, streams. The first one is basically mid-July, I'm away. So it won't be in the middle of July, but somewhere at the beginning and somewhere at the end, we will be doing an Elite Dangerous stream, where we'll be attempting to do 10 different... We're going to try and find 10 excellent screenshots. That's our goal. It doesn't matter where we go, but we want to find 10 incredible screenshots. And we will be joined by SpecialEffect Baz for that as well, and possibly some other guests.
That's going to be awesome.
We're still working on that one. It could be a 2-hour stream. It could be an 8-hour stream. I haven't yet decided. We'll be about, and so will Baz. So we've got that going on, and then it's really up to me. What are the challenges? I do have the walking treadmill, so if I'm up to it, we may end up doing a walking treadmill while exploring some places in some games, or we might end up seeing how many of the Pokémon I can remember. Who knows? We'll be looking at random challenges. And Maddie, what are you going to be up to?
Well, I'm yet to decide. I think it's going to be something month-long that I'm going to go for. Mainly because I basically just want to shout about it all day, every day.
Yep.
So I'm going to annoy people about it all month. So I haven't made a decision yet, but I'm definitely going to be doing something. One thing that will come up within 10k Your Way, kind of a separate entity, but kind of adds to it as well. We have something called the London 10k. So it is a 10-kilometer run that takes place kind of in the middle of July. I believe it's happening on the 13th. I think
something like that. I think we have the dates in a minute.
Sunday the 13th. I think there's. Sorry, I've skipped ahead. But that's really exciting because that will happen kind of slap bang in the middle of the month. Not that I'm running in that, but I will watch people run. Does that count as a challenge?
I mean, you like swimming. You could always swim.
That is true. That's a really good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
I've
go.
got way more back into swimming now. Which
Oh, sweet. I'm looking forward to going swimming soon when I go to a centre parks. Very exciting.
Ooh,
I know.
Love centre parks.
We do love a centre parks, especially a swimming pool. It's very, very good.
Absolutely.
Now, if I was to use, say, one of our lovely mods as an example for things that you can do that aren't traditional challenge events, it might be that Osric, who we know very much loves birds, may decide that over his walks during the month of July, he's going to try and take 10 pictures of excellent looking birds and share those. Because although you might think birds, what does that have to do with special effect? It's you've set yourself a challenge, you can share it with other people in your result. You could take 10,000 pictures of birds if you wanted. I was going to say 10, but 10,000's also fine. And then you can...
is a lot.
And you can share them birds for special effect. You could try and get some particularly nice blue iridescent pictures of birds, or, you know, there's lots of things you can do. We're ideally in our Elite Dangerous stream going to be trying to take some blue and orange screenshots specifically. So I'm going to have to be finding some weird coloured planets or nebula. It's going to be interesting.
Love it.
Yes, birds, exactly. But yes, right, is there anything else to say on 10k apart from sign-ups are open now? And we'll be...
I think that's everything.
Yeah, throughout the end of the month. Yes, we'll be looking to highlight the occasional campaign and things like that on our social channels. So do get it set up, let us know, because we would love to shout you out. And yes, we'll also obviously want to make sure we visit streams, or, you know, if you end up doing photo feeds on Instagram or something like that, let us know what you end up doing. Yes, right. If I use one of our other mods, Rilu likes to take pictures of her dogs. Perhaps we could get 10 incredible photos of her pups. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I know. Anyone with a pet, you could easily do 10 photos. So, but that does take
within,
us...
like, 0.1 seconds.
But that does take us to the 10k Your Way Pet Challenge. So on our Discord, exclamation mark Discord, we have set up a challenge that by the beginning of July, we want to have 100 unique photos of pets, so supporters' pets. So it can be one photo of like 2 of your dogs, so that counts as 2 pets. But if you send me another picture of those dogs, that doesn't count. We need 100 unique pets. We are up to 57, so no, 59 so far, because a few more came in once I did a count. But look at this array of gorgeous animals.
So
I love them so much.
They're fluffy. They're not all fluffy, but...
No. Some of them are definitely scaly. Some of them are underwater. One of them is very strange. That's my cat. You have Mr. Frank here on a wombat pillow, which I love.
Yeah.
So small.
He likes to go wherever the sun is, so he realised that he had to climb the pillow to get to the sun, and so he did.
Oh, I love it so much. Yeah, you got beautiful fish, you got so many lovely dogs. You've got one of Rilu's dogs there, as I mentioned. The ginger cat on the left is from one of our Warframe friends, Briggan. That is one of the best faces I have ever seen on a cat. Just like, why are you touching me? Go away. Like, what are you doing? Like, I loved it so much. But yeah, there's guinea pigs, there's a baby goat. So many gorgeous pets. Yes, keep sharing them with us. And the weirder the better. If you have pet ants, I would like to see the ants. Again, more cats and dogs are absolutely fine, but I don't know. Have you got horses?
Do we count each individual ant as a pet?
If you can prove to me how many ants there are, maybe. But I'm going to need a proper count.
Way to get to 100.
Exactly.
Easily.
If you own 43 ants and can provide those, that'll get us to 100 real quick. But that
strange request.
Well, there you go. Special effect requests ants. Yes. Oh, hello, Shrub. Welcome in. So, next slide. I don't remember what it is, but we'll find out. Special effects mobile games. Okay, folks, you may have seen last week that we put out a little press release, which you can only do for the fanciest of news, that Special Effects are actually developing a suite of mobile games. So if you've ever played iGaze games before, so I don't think I have. Actually, yeah, exclamation mark mobile games will take you to the webpage. I don't think I have an iGaze games prompt set up. I will need to do that. But if you've ever gone to the iGaze games website and had a look at the titles on there, they are all free. They are set up for as many different sort of accessible command... Oh, God, my brain has died. Control schemes, thank you. Not command schemes, that's just weird. Control schemes as possible. And we are now bringing that to iOS and Android. No gacha. So these are free to download, free to play, free to keep forever. No microtransactions, no gacha, no ads as far as I'm aware. You don't pay anything. Nothing there to drain your bank. All good. Just fun little games that you can play. The first one is going to be Open Drive, which I have played with eye control, and it was one of those that I thought, oh, this will be cool for 2 minutes, and 30 minutes later I was there like, I can do a flip. I know I can do a flip. So good.
Addictive.
It was so good. It was so good. So yes, let me get my notes about this. So yes, coming to iOS and Android, completely free, no microtransactions. Lots of different control schemes. So I know it's going to work with the little lightweight switches. It's going to work with buttons. It'll work with joysticks. It'll work with controllers, touch control, and with eye control, which is very, very new on the market. So not everyone's going to have a device which is capable of eye control, and they are quite expensive for mobile devices. But the functionality will be there for the games, either at launch or later down the line, for those who have access to it. There is no date yet, but we expect by end of summer 2025, we should at least have released the first game, if not a few of them. Game development, as you all know, is a very, very weird thing and takes its time. But we also obviously want to make sure they're working well and good and playable before they get given to you. So
absolutely.
Yes, those are coming out. If you do want to check out the games now, you can go to the iGaze Games website and try them on your PC, and then you'll be able to download them on your phone and play them there. So yes, first game is Open Drive, but then there's going to be chess, checkers, 4 in a row, mole miners, iDrive, which is a space racing game, different from Open Drive, which is kind of levels and jumping and fire. And then Badger, which has some of the cutest artwork I've ever seen. Although Othello is better. The Othello artwork is... Oh, I want it so much.
The Othello artwork, it is gorgeous.
I have to show everyone Blabber someday. I keep going on about it and everyone keeps looking at me like I'm mad, but it's so cute. He's just a little frog guy with a jellyfish hat.
So cute.
I love him. But yes, these are coming out. The team has been working ridiculously hard on these. They're intended to be playable by all ages. So, you know, whether it's your little brother with an iPad just wants to be able to tap about and drive some cars, you can do that. But then if they also want to play, say, an older sibling wants to play checkers with a friend in America because they are free and they are multiplayer, you can just do that. So, yeah, we're excited. We're excited to see how that will go as time goes on. Maddie, we're making good time. We've remembered our talking points and everything.
I say we're smashing it, but really you're smashing it. I'm just here for the vibes.
Well, I did put together the PowerPoint, so I did research fairly recently.
I have no idea what's happening.
But yes, and yes, Scavvies is going to be there. Very nice, thank you. And yes, when they do launch, any feedback you give us, any sort of like updates or bug reports or anything like that, we'll do our best to obviously deal with at the time. But yeah, people grabbing these and giving them a go would be so thankful for you doing that. And obviously you can leave a little review as well, you know, if you want to. So that will be completely up to you lot. But yes, all right, I'm going to hydrate and then do the next slide.
That is a good shout. I'm going to hydrate as well.
It is warm.
I feel like we have to do it at the same time.
I could take advantage of that and it'd be weird, but there you go. Just sat there for like 12 minutes drinking, like, go on. Our notifications for it in the Discord. Yes, what you can do on our Discord is if you go to the starting section, you can assign yourself the news and updates role. And that's the one that we tag every time we have random updates. When it's something we need everyone to know about, we'll tag at everyone. But we're trying to make it so we don't need to tag at everyone as much. So yes, news and updates and the at everyone role, you should see most things. So yeah, right. What do we have next? Let's find out. Is the Ford GT.
There's so many cool things happening at the moment.
Look at this car.
It's just so beautiful.
I honestly, so I would describe myself as a car fan, but a lay person, because I don't really know what's going on. I know I like cars, but one, I can't drive, and two, I couldn't explain to you half the things going on with them. But I know that this is a Ford GT 2017 heirloom model. This was originally bought by Alan Hartman, who's a VP of SpecialEffect and the ex-head of Xbox Game Studios, the entire lot, and Turn 10 and Forza, all those things. And he bought this after he went to the Ford factory and talked with Henry Ford III himself, the blooming CEO of the thing, and said, can I buy one of those Ford GTs? And he said, no, but you can apply to buy one. And he did actually win a bid to buy one. So it came with this beautiful, fancy carbon fibre box with all the details. And between Alan, his team, and the community, they picked what the paint job should be, what the interior should be, all of the various decals and stuff like that. So this is very much a custom model. And it's been living at Turn 10 since 2017 when it was delivered. And occasionally Alan would take it out and drive it. So it's got about 2,500 miles on it. Pretty slim. It's the current bid for it is $876,000. And SpecialEffect are going to be the primary recipient of I guess the proceeds is the best word, which is madness. I don't quite know how to process that. That's pretty much what they went for brand new. It's absolutely stunning, and we can't thank Alan enough. Just the fact he's like, I've left my job. What can I do with this car? I'll give it to charity, I guess. It's like...
I'm not sure my my Corsa is going to hit the same if I try and sell it for SpecialEffect.
Right? I mean, we could try. When you're done with it.
Does anyone want my Corsa?
Yeah, Maddie's Corsa. But yes, that custom license plate as well. It's the Forza GT. This is also the car that was the cover car for Forza Motorsport 6, I think. This is the car. And I've got some of the stats here. Let me have a look. I know what some of these mean. So, yeah, it's currently got 2,500 miles on it. It has a twin turbocharged 3.5 litre V6 engine. Gorgeous. It has a top speed of about 256 miles per hour, I believe, which is madness. My cat has fallen off the chair. Very good. We've got a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox, which is the only way in hell I could ever try and drive one with an automatic, so that's good. It has the dark interior. Hello. Oh my goodness, you wanted to come and look at the Ford. All right. It's got the dark energy interior with leather, and it does have these bright blue seatbelts, which is beautiful. Then it's got the satin bronze 20-inch forged wheels. It has the retractable rear wing, which I love. That's your little spoiler that dips up and down depending on how fast you're going, which I love. It has gull wing doors. That's not even written on the report. I just love that. The doors don't open sideways. They go up like a bird. Gorgeous. Love it so much.
That is a thrill.
It's so good. Carbon ceramic brakes and a front axle lift system and a clean Carfax report. So there you go. You know it's good.
Oh,
but it's absolutely stunning. Obviously, I don't necessarily expect anyone watching right now is a millionaire who wants to buy this car. But if you do see our social posts about it, ! Linktree, you will be able to share some posts and maybe help us find a buyer, whether that's, an individual who just super loves cars or a museum who wants to display a piece of gaming history, perhaps. Many options. But yes, if you win the lottery in the next 3 days, beautiful, Ree, beautiful.
Yes, Ree.
I'm not sure where you would store it, but there you go.
We can work that out.
It now lives on the SpecialEffect parking gravel. SpecialEffect parking gravel. I've lost my mind. Oh, there's a second cat now. We've been...
This is just getting better and better.
I've just realised you can just see the top
of... Cat's car lovers.
Are you a car aficionado, Io? Alright, I guess she's just joining us for this stream. Hello, Raya. Chat says happy birthday, Raya. Yep, you can't drive. Yeah, just lots of room to sit in it and pose. All right.
I'll drive it up to you, Ree.
Oh, perfect. We'll take it on all the SpecialEffect visits.
Yep.
There we go. Maddie can use it to get to work.
Perfect.
You need a new car. Oh.
Absolutely.
Io knows we're about to stop talking about the car. She's actually left the room. Incredible. All right. You demand full screen eye. She's left. We ain't talking about the Ford anymore. She's gone.
Yep.
I'm sorry. We'll bring her back for 10k your way. See if we can get 10 pet appearances on stream. There you go. Right.
Do that.
Kyle! All right. So, Kyle, this is going to be a double barrel story. Because first, so this is Kyle. Kyle is our latest sort of special effect case study. So he's really kindly allowed us to share his story. So I wrote some quick notes. The full story is obviously on our website, which you can get to under the link tree. But Kyle has motor neuron disease, and he hasn't been able to game for months, but he is a big gamer. So all of us can imagine what that's sort of been like for him. So when the team first visited, he didn't really have any movement in his left hand at all, but he does have control in his right, as you can see on the screen. So a low force joystick, a very little joystick, the kind you would see on a controller, has been sort of put onto his thigh where he can reach it nice and comfortably. And he's now been able to play Rocket League with that, which was awesome. But you can also see he's got some buttons near his legs, and that's because he has really good movement in his legs as well. And so we've been able to mount the 2 buttons on either side of his knees and a small switch by his toes, which means that he can jump, boost and drift his car. So they're going to work as more your sort of bumpers and triggers and things like that. So he's been doing that. He's also been playing Sonic Mania with the setup and Roblox, and we're already speaking with him if there's any more slightly technical games that he's going to want to play, so we can get him even more buttons set up.
Love it. That's so cool.
It is, and it's so lovely. And then I believe that's his brother. We've been looking at like options for them both to be able to play games together, whether that's multiplayer or co-pilot, so his brother having access to some of the controls that he doesn't have access to, and being able to play together. So yes, I love that. The reason this is a double barrel story is because we've been helping Kyle to play Roblox games, and a Roblox game, Adopt Me, which is, one of the community is run by our lovely friend Jessie, is actually supporting SpecialEffect this week. So if you do play Adopt Me and you see their social channels, they've just put out their Monday update with a lovely section on SpecialEffect and our work. They have donated the equivalent of $15,000, which is about £11,000, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And they're going to be sharing some stuff about us all week on their social channels. And then on Friday, I will be joining Jessie on their live stream at about 4 p.m, I believe, to have a little look at some of the game and to talk a bit about the charity. So thank you so much, Uplift Games. It's because of people like you that we get to help people like Kyle to play Roblox.
That's incredible.
It's
gosh. I mean, just when I think my heart can't get any more full, just you add more to it, and I just think,
it's right.
People are incredible. We are just so thankful.
There are a lot of good people in the world. Which, yeah.
There are indeed.
Exactly. Oh, gosh. I don't even know what we have next. Let's find out.
No clue.
It's the London Marathon! Maddie, this is on you.
Yes, so I just thought it'd be nice to kind of recap a little bit about what we've been doing. I mean, obviously we're very busy, but it's not always that noticeable. But one thing you probably would have seen on our socials, I headed to the London Marathon, actually with my brother. Some of you might already know I dragged my brother to quite a lot of things because in his spare time he likes to do some photography. And so I go, hey, would you like to come and photograph some special stuff and practice your skills? It's just I like to get my whole family involved.
Very nice.
But yeah, he very kindly came with me, and we had 7 runners taking part this year. And for anyone that has never watched the London Marathon in person or on TV, please do next year, because it is so heartwarming. Like, I can't even tell you, the atmosphere is just incredible. Like, every charity run that you go to, there are going to be lots of people cheering, and there's a just really nice vibe, and everyone coming together and wanting people to do this amazing thing for charities. But the London Marathon is just off the scale. There is constant just cheering from left, right, and centre. People cheering for people they don't know. And actually, on multiple occasions, people came up to me, having heard about SpecialEffect, and these were people just passing by, walking to go and support people that weren't running for SpecialEffect, and they tapped me on the shoulder and kind of said, "Oh, good luck to all your runners, and
Aww.
I know you via this," and it was just so lovely. So yeah, a huge thank you to those 7 runners. We actually have our 2026 London Marathon application form live currently. Sorry, I didn't add that to your.
That's okay.
sad, but it's really easy to find. So it's on our events section on our website, and it'll just be London Marathon 2026 application. So if you are keen to get involved and want to run the London Marathon, I mean, it is incredible, but also really, really far. Just in case anyone's not aware, a marathon's a really long way. But those applications will be live probably for another month or so, and then I will get back to people at the end of July once the London Marathon ballot has been drawn to let you know if you're successful or not. And we only have very limited places. We only ever get 5 places. I would love to get more, but we can't. There's so many brilliant charities that want to be involved.
Yeah.
I've tried for years to get more, can't. So we stick with our 5. So yeah, if you want to get involved, please apply. I wish I could give everyone that applies a place, because I would just love to fill the streets with London with London. Oh, brain. Stop braining.
Right. It's both having a day.
With special effect runners. Yeah. I love all events that we do, but this one felt really special this year. It was lovely.
The photo's always so nice to see as well. So yes, if you want to apply or want to have a look at our other events, you can go onto the link tree. If you scroll down a little bit, there's a section I think called like how to help. And you will see the events section under there. There should even be a link page directly for London Marathon 2026. So you can take a look. There we go. Right. Coming up next. Yay! Upcoming events. All right, you'll see there are 4 different things you can type into the chat for this one, depending on what you're interested with. And I was meant to put these in chronological order, but I didn't because I'm really smart. I've accidentally reversed 2 of them, but that's fine. So first up, Gamebridge. Gamebridge is an event taking place in Cambridge. Very good name. We are actually very pleased about that. Which
it's so good.
It's so good. Which is an event for games industry professionals, for students, and for people wanting to look at portfolios and getting reviews, which is held at the Anglia Ruskin University, so quite close to the Grafton Centre if you've ever been to Cambridge. And I will be going on behalf of SpecialEffect with the lovely Dr. K. Ross, attending as, well, game professional / special effects volunteer. And I will be giving a talk on a sort of intro to accessibility for game developers. So there won't be any deep cuts, there won't be any very specifics, but it's going to be a how you consider accessibility when you start getting into game dev and things like that. So yes, if anyone wants to come along, it's free tickets. As I say, it's in Cambridge on the 28th of June, and I will be there. So hopefully we'll get to see some familiar faces. And then Maddie, London 10K, give us a quick revisit on that.
So yes, this one we do fill the streets of London with special runners. We are looking to have a team of over 200 runners taking part. Yeah, crazy.
That's
A
year?
lot of special effect people. Yes.
Oh my god.
So yeah, really, really excited. It is thankfully shorter than the marathon. It's 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
It is such a great day. Again, I'm not sure I'm allowed favourites, but this one always just knocks my socks off. Like, it's so lovely to meet that many people that support the work that SpecialEffect do and just are crazy enough to run for us. But yeah, it's such a brilliant fundraiser, and it's lovely to meet other SpecialEffect supporters, lots of games industry individuals, but also lots of people that know us through other means. They don't work in the games industry, but they have a great connection with us. So it's really, really lovely to have a big group of people that wouldn't necessarily come together, but they have a shared love of SpecialEffect. And yeah, it's lovely to see. So
awesome.
If you are keen to get involved, I said it'll be mid-July. It's July 13th, Sunday, July the 13th. It's a really cool route. It basically fits in all the best bits of the London Marathon, but in a much shorter distance. It has all the kind of it goes via Big Ben, it goes via, I want to say it goes via the, no, I'm not going to say it in case I'm lying. And also they haven't confirmed the route for this year, so I shouldn't say that. But it is a really, really lovely event. So if you do want to get involved, sign-ups are around now. So
beautiful.
Give it a go.
And then what about the Great North Run?
I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot about running, but we have
That's
a
all
lot of
right.
runs.
We've got another one after that as
Great North
well.
Run. I know, I know. I promise I'll stop talking about running soon. But yeah, Great North Run. It's the biggest half marathon in the world. It's
Damn.
incredible. It is up in Newcastle, and we have got 15 places. I believe majority of them are filled. I believe we have one or two left. So there's not lots of availability, but if anyone is keen to take part, we'd love to have you on the team. I will be heading up to Newcastle. I didn't think I was heading up, but now I am, and I also might be running it myself. So, yeah, if you want to see me absolutely crawling the 13.1 miles, then come
Oh my
join. Come join.
goodness.
The other thing to say is that you don't necessarily have to take part in any of these events. If you want to come and be a cheerleader on the day and just support runners along the route, then do that. You know,
Nice.
I'm fully aware that not everyone's a runner, and not everyone wants to get involved with running sensibly. So if it's way more your vibe to just come, maybe with a friend, maybe with family members, and just come and cheer some people on, that is greatly appreciated as well. So
Yes.
yeah, really looking forward to that one as well. There's hopefully something pretty exciting that's happening at that, but I definitely
Ooh.
can't announce that yet. but but I will talk about it as soon as I can.
Fair do. So that's
I'm not even
Sunday.
sure Paige knows about it
I
yet.
don't think
It's
I do
something
either.
that, no, I'm plotting. I'm plotting.
All
It's all
right.
good stuff.
Plotting and scheming. Okay. So, yes, that is Sunday, 7th of September. And then we have the Oxford Half.
Yes. So for those of you who don't know, we're based in Oxfordshire. I think a lot of the time, because we have such a countrywide reach and then also a worldwide reach, people get a bit confused as to where we're actually based. A lot of people just assume we're in London because we go to a lot of kind of London events, because it's fairly easy for us to. But we're actually in the middle of Oxfordshire, kind of middle of nowhere.
In a field.
It's beautiful. Yeah, literally in a
In a
field.
field.
You
Yep.
drive past deer and horses and cows and
And lots of
all of the
dogs.
animals to get to us. I actually had someone visit the office last week and start driving down the big kind of long driveway to where our office is, and they turned around because they thought they must have gone the wrong way, which was
Yeah,
amusing.
this is a
Like,
bit of a funny
keep going,
one.
keep going. But yeah, we're very, very lucky to work where we do. But it means that we've got loads of fabulous events local to us. And one of the ones that we have been charity partners of for a number of years now is the Oxford Half. It's really lovely because a lot of the SpecialEffect staff come along to this one to cheer, because obviously it's local to us. It's really easy for us to get there. And again, really nice day. We have kind of a charity gazebo set up in the morning, and then we have a little celebration afterwards. There's normally around 50 runners, so a really good group of people. Again, a real mixture of kind of local supporters. I think last year we had one of our London Marathon runners who's just run the London Marathon. Obviously, he hadn't at that point, and so we did the Oxford Half to kind of prepare himself, which was quite nice. So yeah, it's again, it's another run, but it's a really good one. I love them all.
Beautiful. Right, before we carry on, let me see if I can wake Mr. Raya up.
Oh,
Hi, buddy. Now, the chat would like to say hi if that's all right.
it's so cute.
Come here. Oh, my big baby. Oh, my large child.
Floof.
Oh,
Floof.
right. Hello. Do you mind sitting on the table for a second? So this is Mr. Raya. Hello. Mwah. He does like a kiss. He's just turned 1 yesterday. So he's just had his first birthday, and he does have hay fever. Don't worry, his eyes are okay. He just has hay fever.
Oh.
He also doesn't like being picked up, so he's a little grumpy with me right now. But we're just.
I think he's doing okay though.
Are you okay? Is that all right?
He's like, put me down.
I'll put you down in a second. Yeah. All right, good boy. Go back to your chair.
He has gotten really big.
He's a very large boy. He's very large
Excessively so.
and very cuddly. He honestly, I also have hay fever, and I don't think many people could pick me up, despite being small. I'm surprisingly heavy, but I thought he'd been crying blood because he had bright red eyes, and I took him to the vet, and they're like, nah, he's just got hay fever. I'm just like, for God's. Okay,
Oh.
so now the silly boy has to have eye drops. So.
I
There you
do
go.
too. I have to have eye drops. I've got very dry eyes at this time of year.
Same. But there we go. Thank you, Mr. Rhea, for acquiescing. Very cute, very regal. And if Nixie comes about, we'll say hi to him too, but he's probably asleep on the ottoman downstairs. There we go. Right. Back to news. Because somehow we've not broken it so far, Maddie. It's still going.
Yay!
Right. What have we got next? Special Effects Scream Team! Alright, so this is... I think I might have fallen over, or... It's... That's not how days work.
That's the longest.
Okay.
Or the shortest.
Ignore March. That's completely incorrect. That's me trying to do a very long PowerPoint in about 35 minutes. Okay, so ignoring March, I don't know how that's happened. October to November 2nd. November is now March. I'm just inventing time. Either way, the Special Effects Screen Team will be back for the 3rd year. That's our event for folks who like anything a little bit scary, or even if they don't, but are willing to play anything a little bit scary, to come together in support of Special Effect on the last week of October, which is October 27th through November 2nd. To play some games in support of Special Effects. So if you like anything spoopy or a little bit scary, drop us a line and we can let you know when the Scream Team sign-ups go live. It's always one of my favourite events where we play very silly games. I don't know what we'll play this year. There's too many good horror games.
You're going to make me scared again, aren't you?
I might see whether you've got something at home where you can play Phasmophobia and we'll make you play. Make you hunt ghosts.
I'm sure I can sort something out.
I'm certain. Like a basic
also, I'm not sure. I don't think I want to.
Oh.
I think you're gonna scare me, and I'm not good at it. I'm so jumpy. I don't have the nerves for this.
We could set you up with
and fluffy things and nice things.
I mean, there are a couple of horror games that have that aesthetic as well. Osric unfortunately has watched me play many horror games in the years. So yes, we'll see what we find. Maybe we'll find one really scary one and one not so scary one, so we have a couple of different options.
That's the deal.
There we go. Maybe we'll make it a charity goal if we hit a specific fundraising goal. Maybe we can ask Maddie to play one of the scary games, but we won't force her to. Nobody has to do anything they're uncomfortable with. So
that is true. Oh,
there
I'm
we go.
Sorry, I don't know whether you can hear. There's a phone.
I can hear the phone. That's all right. Is it somebody signing up for the Screen Team?
Of course it is.
Is your grandmother signing up?
Horror content.
Maddie's grandmother, the horror icon. We love it.
I just love. I still have what's it called? What are they? A landline.
A landline phone.
Landline nowadays.
I don't, but I did at least grow up with them. And the rotary phone. I did have a rotary phone.
I still got one. I've still got my landline.
You do have one.
Mainly to contact my grandparents.
To be honest, my parents still have a landline, and it's only really to speak with their parents and my grandparents.
Yep.
There we go.
But I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It is still very satisfying to be able to slam a handset down to like hang up on a call.
Yes.
It is still good.
Absolutely.
Yes. There we go. I do feel quite old sometimes when I see people asking on the internet, why won't my Ethernet port work? And it's like, that's for a phone, sweetheart. It's not. It's similar, but that's not going to work unless you love the sound of through your skull every time you try and connect to the internet. Osric, I know. You're older than me, Osric. We all know. I just turned 31. Don't ask how old Maddie is unless you would like to actually crumble to dust. There we go.
Look, I went to an event recently where I was surrounded by people that were a good 7 or 8 years younger than me, and I was like, I now understand. I'm starting to feel that level of like, oh, there are really young people in this world.
Oh my God, you were hanging out with 6-year-olds? Sorry, Maddie.
I get this.
I know. I ain't giving you that. Don't worry.
It's okay. I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
I still get
I
ID'd
think
for
regularly.
15 films, so
Nice.
yeah.
The other day I went to a wedding and we were in the Peak District, so we made the most of it. And so I went to like some local like tourist attraction, and I was about to go into I was touring like a little cabin
Oh
manor
yeah.
thing, and the tour guy comes up to me and goes, "So how old are you, young lady?"
Oh
And I
no.
go, "25," and he goes, "Oh,"
Oh.
and I'm like, "How do I respond to that? You think I'm a 12-year-old?" And
Yeah. But one of the last times we had, like door-to-door salesmen, they did ask me if my mum was in. It's like,
I this is my house.
yeah, it's like I mean, she's 600 miles away. She probably is in if I call her. But no,
On the
no.
landline, obviously.
On my landline, of course, of course. Let me
Hmm.
get up the old. Let me phone see if the operator can put me through. And there we go. Right, what's next on this list of many news? Supporting special effects. Yes. So, how do we put this gently? Some of the internet has fallen apart a bit over the last few years, and as such,
Yeah.
we are working hard on bringing up some of our other social platforms. So, as you can see, we're using TikTok a fair amount now. We're using YouTube Shorts as well, which is very fun, and that's one of the reasons we are streaming to YouTube as well. That, and so everyone can have VODs of the absolute nonsense we talk about on these streams. And then on Blue Sky as well. So if you did follow us on X and you liked all the random things we threw at you there, you can now do the same on Blue Sky. Our Game Blast account just hit 400 followers, which is super, super lovely. And our Special Effect account is coming up on 3,000, which is
Wow.
incredible, absolutely incredible. We would love everyone's help following these, sharing them, whenever you feel comfortable, because the more people that know about these, the more who'll see us, the more people we've never met before will be able to know about us. And we can also, in some places, actually look to apply for monetization or for charity schemes. So, like the YouTube scheme, while the charity section is currently only available to the US, you do need 10,000 followers to be able to access it. And we are on about 8,900. So if we get that to 10,000, we might be able to say, how about you, hey charity? And go from there. So yes, you might not think that following these places is really going to help us that much, but it really does, especially when companies require analytics and stuff like that to say why you should get some extra support. So there you go. When are you going to get the special effect logo projected into the sky like the bat logo? That...
I reckon for our 20th anniversary. So,
which is in like a
few
couple of
years' time.
years. Yeah, this is our 18th
Yeah.
year this year.
Yeah. So 2027.
Develop 2027 on the beach. Get a sky thing. But it might have to be done with drones rather than a projection, because that'd be a heck of a light. But I reckon Nick would love the idea of a drone special effect logo at Develop.
I'm totally down for it.
Do we know anyone with a lot of drones? Let us know, because I don't know how many you need for these displays, but that would be cool.
No clue. Strangely enough, it's not something I've ever looked into, but I'm totally ready for it.
I mean, there's an auction for a Ford GT currently supporting us, so I think we could find some drones.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool.
Seems feasible.
There you go. You've been supporting Special Effect for 11 years this year, Osric. My
Whoa.
goodness. That's super cool. Thank you, dude.
That's basically since the day I was born. So. See, now I'm getting on board with the
there you go. You're doing it. You're doing it. Oh, goodness. I mean, I think it's been 8-ish years for me. 8-ish years, something like that. I don't remember. Time is a nebulous concept. Anyway, moving on. I think we're nearly done with our PowerPoint. I think. Yes, one more. I think this is it. Special Effect Reddit. We have a Reddit now, which, yes, we now have a couple of mods on. That's why it's actually live. But essentially, we're going to be using the Special Effect Reddit as a kind of news feed. So when there are bits of information going up that we want everyone to know about, you will find them on here. One of the honest reasons is Google really likes to be using So we're making sure that we are available in all the places that our community like to find out about news. And it also means that hopefully we... What? We'll see if it comes back up.
I lost you. I lost you slightly, and I didn't know whether it was my side or your side. But now I definitely think it's your side.
I think it was Io.
Oh.
Do a little dance. I've hit start. We will come back slowly across different platforms. We'll let everything spin up. There we go.
Back.
Hi, chat.
Drama.
Google tried to take us out.
Wow. Gosh.
I know, honestly. I just... all the things. You can hear us on YouTube, beautiful, and we're back on Twitch. Alrighty. We will get back into it. There we go. Alright, sorry, I think my internet had a blip. There we go. Right, what was I saying? Reddit. Yes, Google likes to prioritize Reddit links when you do searches. So we will be putting all the information we would love everyone to know onto Reddit. And obviously, if you do use the platform yourself, you can make sure that we show up in your feeds. So yes, ! Linktree, the Reddit is in there. Jump in. And you can set yourself some custom flares as well. So if you are a streamer, supporter, that kind of thing, or a volunteer, you can set your own flare so that people in the comments will know that you are there. Although, really, that does remind me, we have comments turned off. So we're going to have to turn those on now we actually have moderators. Never have an unmoderated space, people. Terrible idea. But yes, it's just a nice and simple little location where we're going to post stuff. Just that simple. Yay. And if I'm right, I'm not right. There was one more slide. Professionalism. Let's go. All right. Yay. Right, last thing. Okay, to be able to use for disabled gamers have literally doubled in price. Individual buttons, like, regular button things, those have doubled. Game controllers have gone up. Games are going up in price. And so we have done a bit of work around regular giving. So what that means is where you might sub to us on Twitch, obviously we have the donate button set up. You might decide to essentially set up a sub as a regular gift. So you can go to our website and you can set up a direct debit to SpecialEffect every month. You choose how much. It's not one of those sign up for X amount of months kind of deals. It's just, if you want to drop us a $5 every month on the dot, you can set that up. And then that massively helps us because obviously we know we have this money coming in. We know what kit is, available, that kind of thing. And it's just another way if you want to support and you can commit to a small amount per month, however much that is. We have that set up so that you are able to support us as and when suits you best. There's not much more to say about it really, apart from thank you very much if you consider it. We know money is tight for a lot of people, so hopefully having some options to support in small ways where you can and when you can is helpful for everyone else, and then it's incredibly helpful for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brilliantly put.
Thank you very much. We like to be nice and honest about things because money is difficult and it's not most people aren't having much of it at the minute. So if you do choose to share some of your income with SpecialEffect, we are very thankful. And it's all along that thing as well. We don't need every person to donate £100 every month, not at all. But if 20 people donate a £5, that's got the exact same effect without hurting your bank balance as much. So if you do end up signing up, thank you very, very much. That's incredible. And if you can only support via sharing social posts and joining live streams, thank you very much as well, because that helps us reach more people. So yes, that was the last slide. My goodness, we've done it, Maddie. We've gone through the slides. But you do know that what we have to do now, though. We did promise if we did all of the slides, we would do a very silly thing, which is we're going to rank all of the original 151 Pokémon.
Now, I'm just going to put it out there. I know quite a lot of these, but my knowledge is very poor compared to Paige's. So,
oh no, you could all see the back end. Okay, there we go.
Look at that.
I know.
It's quite exciting.
You saw secrets and everything. Oh, we're working on it. We're working on it. It's okay. Everything's decided not to work now. We'll fix this. We're working on it. We're working on it. There we go. I've pressed all the buttons. I'm so glad this is going to be automatically recorded to YouTube. I love that. I love that so
We'll be able to
much.
see what slick streamers we are.
I know, exactly. Now, this is just because we wanted something fun to do if we got through all our news. It took us an hour and 10 minutes to get through the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And if you do like these
That's a
kinds
lot
of
of
newscasts, do let us know, because we're happy to put together the news that we have every couple of months, as it were. Every month probably wouldn't be
Absolutely.
enough news, but every 2-3 months, putting together a lovely list of what's been going on with Special Effect we can do, and then end it with something silly. But yes, right. So, basically up here I've put all the variants. We aren't going to look at those unless we get through the 151, but I don't think we're going to. And then, yes, we did look at doing Animal Crossing characters, but then we realised we can't remember who half of them are.
No, well, I think because when I think of characters, I think of like the main set.
Yeah.
And then it was actually villagers.
It was villagers.
And if I'm honest, I know maybe 20 villagers because I keep my villagers quite close to me. Like,
yeah.
They are my people.
Okay.
So I don't swap them in and out that much.
Okay.
I don't tell them to leave my island unless they're really annoying me. So
True.
I realised there was a hefty amount of people that I just never seen. I was like, I didn't even realise there was a character like that. But
yeah. Maybe we'll have to do team members at some point in the future.
I have always disappointed Tom Nook, so I might as well carry on that way.
You can get over it. It's fine. All right. The first 151 Pokemon. I don't know what we're judging them on at this point. We'll decide as we go, I guess.
No,
I guess vibes.
don't really know.
What are the vibes we get?
Okay.
All right. All right. Bulbasaur.
One of the originals. One of the first.
The very first starter Pokemon. Yep.
This is when you all find out I'm really bad at decision making. I'm a real people pleaser, so I'm like,
there we go. Zoom in a bit as well.
How do I win in this situation? I don't think I do.
Bulbasaur is a B for me if we're looking at vibes. He's fine. Okay. It's a frog, basically.
Can I just ask?
Yeah.
This rating system. What is it?
I think we're gonna go. S is like, oh hell yeah, that is the coolest dude. I would love to hang out with him. A is like awesome design, might have him about. B is it's alright, and C is trash. Go away. Don't want you.
Cool.
But just on vibes, nothing on else.
Color wise, for me, green is.
It is most, upside down.
Like positive. So
yeah.
I was confused, but
no, it's alright.
It's okay.
You want flaming hot, like ooh, spicy hot tier. There you go.
Okay.
All the way down to
I get it.
Cool. There you go.
Okay, yeah, let's go with a B. Let's go with a B. I'm happy with a B.
Alright, Ivysaur. The slightly more grown up Bulbasaur is also fine.
Yeah.
Alright, getting B. Now, we do have Venusaur, who now has a big flower, which is more cool.
I do like the big flower.
Big flower is good.
Adds to the vibes.
Alright. I think that's an A. Neither of us loved it, so I guess it's just an A.
No.
Alright, Charmander, little guy. Alright, I don't know. Straight. If neither of us care, it goes into B. If we have a bad reaction, it goes straight into C.
Okay.
Yeah. Charmeleon as well is fine.
Yeah.
He's alright. Charizard is pretty damn cool. Just a big old stupid dragon.
Yep.
Alright, straight into A with you. Very good. And this is also a test on can I remember all of the 151 names, and yes, I believe I can. So we'll keep going. So we've got Squirtle. I don't like Squirtle, sadly.
What do you have against Squirtle?
He's just very smooth. I don't know what it is, but the smoothness makes me feel weird. But he is a water Pokemon, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of needs to be smooth.
He kind of needs to be smooth. It's probably good he's not hairy or something.
I'm not sure we can hold that against him.
Alright, get into B. And then you got Wartortle, which is slightly different blue with waved. I do like his like sort of fluffy wave ears. Which are cute. But again, he's fine.
Yeah, I have another B.
Another B. But then we do have Blastoise, who now has guns.
I'm seeing a theme in what's happening here.
Yeah, yeah. But okay, off we go. Straight into A with you. Very good. But I think this is probably just a good way to do your starters then. If the basic versions are like, that's fine, but the end versions are super cool, that's probably good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
We got Caterpie, little guy. Little bug boy. How are we feeling about Caterpie? Metapod.
I don't feel strong emotions.
This Caterpie does not give me strong emotions. What about
I'm not
Metapod,
feeling the love.
who's just a green banana?
Yeah, or kind of a moon shape.
Kind of a moon shape, kind of a banana, mostly just uses Harden. Just
Meh.
meh. You know, I actually think that's a
How many times can I say meh?
That's a C. I think we were both like, for
Yeah,
Metapod. You're
I
our
agree.
first C Metapod. Alright.
Oh.
You do have Butterfree now, which is cute. It's slightly creepy in some
I would
ways,
still
but
put it in B.
in B, alright.
I don't think there's anything particularly thrilling.
Alright, okay. Weedle, who has a spike on the top and a spike on the bottom.
Love it.
Just
Sold.
Weedle is somehow
Give me
an
five.
A.
Give me 5.
Alright, Weedle's an S tier somehow, alright.
No. I think I'm not sure that was a logical reaction.
But we're just going off vibes.
That's true. We are just. I'm happy with an A.
Okay.
I want to save that S tier.
Alright, for something really special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kakuna.
Not that.
No. Straight into C with you, Kakuna. Beedrill.
Now I look like I have something against things in cocoons. I
You've-
don't.
You've got something against creatures in cocoons, Maddie. Terrible.
Yeah, and now I feel like this bias is really not great.
But somehow Weedle has ended up in A. Okay.
Because it's got a spike on the top and a spike on the bottom.
And he does have very cute little feet.
Yeah.
He
And
doesn't-
the little nose.
He is a cutie.
Is it a nose?
It's a nose, yeah, it's a nose. Alright, he's a cutie. Alright, Beedrill, which now just has 3 spikes and big old leggies.
There's something less impressive about the spikes.
Yeah,
Even though they're bigger. I don't know.
it is. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Maybe another B.
Alright, Pidgey, which is just a bird.
It's just a bird.
It's just a bird.
It's just a bird. I have nothing.
Get in
more to
C,
say.
just a bird. Alright,
Yeah.
and then we do have Pidgeotto, which is just a bird, but this time with a mohawk.
The mohawk does add cool points.
Alright,
I mean, whack a mohawk on anything and it makes it instantly cooler.
true. Like, if we put a mohawk on this Kakuna, it would have been way better.
Yeah.
Like, immediately. And then we've got Pidgeot, which now has 2 mohawks, one in ketchup and one in mustard.
I'm not sure it reaches the A.
Oh, alright. Into B with you.
I've just said that adding a mohawk makes it better, but I think adding 2 mohawks is maybe just too much.
Adding 2 mohawks is tryharding.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Damn. Damn. All the birds have just been trashed. Alright. Okay. We've got Rattata, who is a rat, but he is purple.
Got very long teeth.
Does have long teeth, yes.
Osric, you don't have to have played to have an input.
We're going off vibes.
Just-
What are your vibes
Just
about these little
touch 'em on
guys?
Vibes. I have very little knowledge. Most of these I've caught on playing Pokemon Go and had very little knowledge of what they do or how I could use them in a Pokemon battle.
There you
But
go.
I'm like, that's cute. I like that. Or that's terrifying. I don't like that.
Yeah. There we go. Basically reverse it. I like the weird ones. So, alright. So, Rattata, That's a B. None of us have had really particular reactions.
Yeah, B.
And then we do have Raticate, which is chunkier versions, but I don't know how he eats because his teeth just press together and his mouth is fully open. So I think he's due to die soon.
Oh, poor guy.
Poor Raticate. That, and he is just, he's a lot, he looks like he'd smell of pee, okay? He's got like hamster peas.
That's a C then.
That's a C. Pea hamster goes in C.
Surely. Surely that's a C.
All right. We have got Spearow, which again is just a bird.
It's just a bird.
It's just a bird. But we do also have Fearow, who is just a bird, but this time with a mohawk.
Well, going by my logic, put it in B. It is not flawed logic. There is a reason behind. Osric, there is a pattern. There is a pattern here.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe next stream I'll come with a mohawk.
Oh my god, that'd be so good. Maddie Mohawk for 10k
I'd be
away.
impressed.
Actually,
I'd be so impressed if I could get it up.
Maddie Mohawk would be your like Halloween persona.
Yeah, that would be great.
That'd be so cool.
It's a lot shorter now as well than it used to be. But maybe that'll be easier to mohawk it.
You could mohawk it. I'm betting there's some mohawk people in our community that we could ask for advice.
Yeah, that's the thing. I need some advice and guidance.
All right, we'll put that together for Halloween. All right, Ekans.
Random stuff.
If you reverse Ekans, his name is Snake. If that helps.
Ooh, yeah. I like it.
Where does that put Ekans?
I'm putting him in an A.
Oh, damn Ekans. And then you do have Arbok, who backwards is Cobra.
A.
For excellent names, Arbok and Ekans go into A.
I never knew that. That's so good.
There you go. All right, Pikachu. Very classic. This is not fat Pikachu, though.
So not top tier.
Not top tier Pikachu, no. You gotta be S, says Osric. I mean, the vibes are pretty astounding with the Pikachu.
Do you know what? For you, Osric, let's put Pikachu in S.
There you go, Pikachu. Get an S.
I think we're being too harsh.
We might be. When you
think Pokemon, you think Pikachu.
I like that there are just generic animals in C tier for one reason or another, pretty much. Alright, Raichu, the evolution of Pikachu. Now, I've never liked Raichu as much.
No.
Get into B tier, Raichu. No. We don't hate you, but I don't love you. Now, you have Sandshrew here. You're not just a bird. Not just a bird. You are at least an electric mouse. We can take that. Now, we do have Sandshrew, and I do actually really like Sandshrew just because he reminds me of, like, temple walls. Just from the way he's lined up. He's cute.
I'm happy with an A.
Alright, he's a little fat guy. We love him. He's cute.
Are we thinking an A?
Not thinking an A. But then you do have Sandslash, who is just very, very spiky.
The spikes are a bit intimidating.
They are a bit much, I think.
Tone down the spikes, and I think we've got another A tier. But I think for the spikes, we might have to demote. Oh, damn.
What, is it putting him as C tier?
Oh, that seems mean.
Okay. Alright, a B tier.
It's not just a bird.
Not true. Our ranking for C tier is just a bird. Alright, so we've got Nidoran female. Who is very loud by the look of it, but is quite cute and can open its face, which is a win on its side.
Yeah. I feel like I'm very judgmental over these poor.
That's okay.
Poor Pokemon.
That's alright. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
People are watching us do this, Maddie, so I'm certain it's fine. Right.
I'm feeling stressed.
That's alright. So, you got Nidoran female, but you do also, this purple one over here is Nidoran male. I do think Nidoran male is much cooler.
Okay. So do we do... This C just feels so mean. Um, but then I'm not sure. Is it an A and a B situation?
I think Nidoran female might be a C, but Nidoran
Okay.
male might be an A.
Okay, do it.
All right.
Do it. I'm not looking.
But then I
Do
think it flips for the next evolution. So Nidorina and Nidorino. Like, Nidorina is way cooler than Nidorino.
Okay. Okay.
Like, that.
So,
I feel like that's just way. And the colour scheme is way cooler with its teal.
yeah, that is true. Okay, so that's an A. No,
And then,
yeah.
Yeah, and you go in C. And then we're just left with Nido King and Nido Queen.
So then it feels fair.
Yeah. Now, I mean, if we put them both in B, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, that works.
That feels appropriate.
All right. Now we have Clefairy,
Oh.
who
Give
originally
it a hug.
it originally wasn't a fairy Pokemon because fairy Pokemon didn't exist. It wasn't a typing. It came out of a moon rock. There you go. So technically,
Why
this is
not?
an alien.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do you think of Clefairy then?
I'm gonna go with a B.
Yep, fair. And then Clefable is just the same thing but bigger and slightly tanned.
I'd go with a B again.
Getting there.
Bigger and tanned. I'm not sure we're gaining much here.
That's just me on holiday. It's not worth much. All right, Vulpix, little fire dog. But as much as I was
really
like,
do like the fluffy tail.
it is cute, but it is just a dog.
Yeah, it is.
It is just a dog. But I don't know if that's enough to put it in C or whether it's just a B because it does have a cool
I
tail.
reckon a B.
All right.
The tail is pretty impressive.
But then you do have Ninetales, which I think is instant S tier.
Yes.
Because that is
Anything
such
with
a cool
9
design.
tails.
Yeah. Such a cool design. It's just, and the variant versions of it are very cool as well. Now, we've got Jigglypuff, who likes to sing to knock you out, which is quite funny.
Perfect. A.
And then Wigglytuff, the bigger version of Jigglypuff.
Oh.
This one will clock you in the face, though, as well as sing at you.
Another A.
Another violence, A.
I'm not condoning violence.
But we are condoning Wigglytuff. There we go.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna have to. Hold on. I've got to try and fix this. Unpin the images. Thank you, so that we can actually see what's going on. We're gonna have to. There we go. All right. Zubat. He has no eyes. He's permanently screaming, but he is very cute.
Osric says at least A tier.
Damn.
I've got to agree.
All right. And is that same for Golbat as well? Who also? Oh, actually, Golbat is definitely A tier because when he closes his mouth, it creates a little like crescent moon, like and it's adorable.
Yep.
Yep. Getting that. Wonderful. Oddish.
I don't know what that little the little tuft of green is, but I love it.
This is Oddish.
I love it.
A tier for Oddish then. There we go. Now,
Yep.
Gloom is a terrible creature that shouldn't exist and goes straight into C. In fact, I don't know where it went. It disappeared.
Has it got a snotty nose?
It's mostly just dribbling bile everywhere.
Hang on.
There we go.
I swear I saw it if you scroll.
Yeah,
up.
I found it. I've put it in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's...
I was worried it was in S tier.
No, it's straight into C tier. It's awful. Awful times. Hate that guy. Don't want him.
Wow.
There we go.
Pretty cool.
But then you do have Vileplume, which is also nicknamed the Stinky Flower, because it does have a very big flower, but it also will make stinky smells.
Oh. I reckon another C. I'm not
Oh.
impressed.
But we love Oddish, so we're all good there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so here's where we get a bit scary. So this is Paras. This is a little crabby dude. Just that cute.
Okay.
He's got some little mushrooms. What do we
Yeah.
feel about Paras?
Cute.
B. Why not? Now,
Yeah.
Parasect, this one here with the big mushroom, is a Paras that has got a parasite which has gone into its brain and now controls it. It's just cordyceps virus.
It's kind of really cool, but also really awful.
Yeah. Get into C tier, Parasect.
Yeah.
We do not need your parasiteness. Terrible creature. Awful. Very sad. Venonat, this fluff boy.
It's giving me Mona the Vampire. Vibes. That's
You're
what I'm
right.
getting.
You are right. I didn't even. Oh, I don't know where that puts it, but that is correct. Mona the Vampire. Oh, wow.
I mean, top tier television.
Oh, A. Get in there.
Yeah.
We just like little guys.
We do.
All right. Venomoth, which is just
Meh.
I really, I'm not a fan of Venomoth.
No.
Where does it go, you reckon? B or C?
C.
All right. Get out of here,
It's
Venomoth.
come out of a cocoon. Put it back.
Put it back in the cocoon and get it out of here. Oh,
Get it out of
gosh.
here.
All right. Diglett. It is brown.
tier.
It...
Yes.
Okay.
I love it.
Diglett is top tier.
I love it. I love a Diglett.
Doug Trio.
Less impressed. Still
Okay.
cute.
So,
A.
okay, all right, very good. Meowth, which does have the ability to spawn money. In a capitalist society, Meowth is pretty damn good.
Could be really useful for the charity.
That's a really good point. One of its moves is called Payday, so that's pretty good.
I do find Meowth very irritating in the animated series.
Yeah.
I'm really torn here, but I think for the good of the charity, A.
A. All right. For the good of the charity, you're in A. I just realised that Persian isn't here. Where have you gone, Persian? Where have you gone?
Weird.
Persian is not here. Okay, well, we'll have to... Persian is just a cat, so that would probably go in C anyway.
Yep.
Just a cat. All right, we have Psyduck,
cat.
who has so...
Sigh. Sigh.
Psyduck has so much potential psychic energy that it gives him permanent headaches, which I understand. Psyduck, I get
Poor
you.
little guy.
He's just a little guy.
I reckon into B for being relatable.
I'm sorry, Osric. Also, that's not a crab, it's an insect. We haven't gotten to the crabs yet. If you want to try and tell me off, at least be correct.
I just wasn't fitting the vibe, Osric. I'm sorry.
Look, it's a crab insect with parasites. We needed to keep it away from the other Pokemon.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry we
It
let you down.
does. It's got spidery vibes. It's got like pedipalps.
Yeah.
There we are. Now we have Golduck, which is now the very angry form of Psyduck now that it's been having headaches all
like
its
it.
life.
I don't like it. C.
C. Okay.
Get it gone.
Now we have Mankey, which is just a monkey. Into C.
I'm C. Yeah.
But now we do have Primeape, which is essentially part pig and is also like a fighter. So he's just a really angry orb that will punch you, which is pretty cool.
Nice. That is pretty cool. I'd say a solid B.
Solid B for Primeape, very good. Now we do have Growlithe, who is again just a dog, but on fire.
But I mean,
He does have very
really
good
like him
vibes
as a
though.
pet.
Yes.
I don't think he can be C.
No. It's got to be at least a B.
Yeah.
Okay. But then you have Arcanine, who is excellent and big enough to ride on.
Yeah.
So that feels like an A. Or
Yeah.
or it can be an S.
Yeah, I did think about it.
We did think about it.
No. Let's be generous.
All right. Okay. Poliwag. This is just a tadpole.
think it's got to go in C.
Poliwhirl, which is a tadpole which now will punch you.
I'm gonna put it in C as well.
And
I'm
Poliwrath, which
unimpressed
is
with the.
exactly. It's just yeah, and Poliwrath will just punch you even harder.
I'm just gonna go in C again. I'm sorry.
All right, get out of here. He's also lost his mouth. I'm not sure how long he's going to survive.
Yeah, I'm really sad for him.
We're actually getting through these much. We might actually get through all of 151. That's mad. All right.
Nice.
And people are still here. Welcome, everybody. It's not just you and me.
This is. Yep.
There we are. Okay, Abra. Little psychic guy.
Kadabra. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Kadabra is the
I
second
just
one.
had to finish. Is it actually?
Abracadabra and Alakazam. Yep.
Wow.
That might raise the vibes a bit.
Yeah, it has raised the vibes.
Okay. Where's Abra going?
They're all going in A. They're all going in A.
They're all going in A. Oh my god.
All
All
going in A.
right. Oh, get it. I'm gonna.
Kadabra and then Alakazam.
Alakazam. Yep.
Yeah, I love it. I love a bit of wordplay.
Oh my goodness. Yep. There you go. We've got
Pokémon, if you're watching and need, any inspiration, I'm here to help.
There we go. We're getting serious now.
It is getting serious. I'm getting close to the camera.
Right, we're in gamer position now. Okay, we've got Matchup. Little guy, 4 small mohawks, or potentially maybe meant to be more like cornrows, and again, will punch you.
See, I'm not as taken with those little mohawks.
Well, not on Matchup.
My size.
Yeah.
Nah.
I feel like Matchup is a C.
Because I know the arms are gonna double.
Yes.
So I know what's coming. So I'm like, you're boring. Give me more.
Yes. Now, Machoke does get his, tournament belt, and I think he looks really cool. Plus, he's actually got teeth, instead of a beak, which has always been a weird thing to me. I feel like he's pretty... I almost feel like Machoke is A tier.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Alright, get up there. And then we have Machamp, who now has 4 arms, but he does have a bill. Which is a little weird.
But can we judge that? Do we judge platypuses? I don't think so.
True. It is Goro. Yes, you are correct. Does he go into B?
Yeah.
Alright, B it is. Okay, now we have 3 plants.
See?
We've got Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, and Victory Bell.
Get them gone.
Alright. Although, I will say, Bellsprout is a cute little guy, but very annoying in game.
Yeah, I can see the cuteness, but...
Yes, one of my favourite Game Grumps animatics has a section that says Weeping Bell looks like clay pottery that doesn't want to be alive. And I very much agree with that sentiment. Just not finished being made yet. Like, it's not painted correctly. It's done. It's just done. So there we go. Tentacool is a jellyfish.
I'm a fan of a jellyfish.
Oh, okay.
I reckon give it a B.
Give it a B. Mm-hmm. Oh, Shrub, we gave Psyduck a B because although he is perfect, he does have a lot of pain and we feel bad for him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, that's not really his... Actually, no, his vibes do mean that he will then yell at you a lot, which is... Though we understand your mental health is very important, you should look after it, you do have to take responsibility for it, and you can't just be doing psychic pulses on people because you don't feel good. So...
You've been told, Psyduck.
Be responsible, Psyduck, and maybe speak to a doctor. We need to get you some help. And then, yes, so we've got Tentacool. We've got Tentacruel, who now has a gigantic nose and more tentacles.
I love it.
He is cool. All right. In he goes. Geodude is a rock.
No.
All right, that's a C then. Grappler is a rock, but with twice as many arms.
Maybe a B.
Maybe a B. And then Golem is just a bigger rock.
Yes, S. Love it.
Unexpected S tier. Oh my goodness. All
They're
right.
like, it looks like a dinosaur trapped in a little rock. And
Yeah.
I just like it. I just like it.
All right then. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Maddie has gone rogue. We've lost her. It's fine.
I have. You
Now,
lost me a while ago.
we have Ponyta, which is just a horse.
Yeah, see.
But we do have Rapidash, which is a horse with lots more fire that will burn you when you try to ride it if it doesn't like you, which I think is a great vibe check. All right. Slowpoke is top tier.
Yes,
Slowpoke is
agreed.
S. S for Slowpoke tier. Incredible. Lives life at his own pace. Doesn't bother to, he doesn't bother with the chronic pain that he feels when his butt keeps getting eaten by clams. He never makes anyone else's problem. Mostly just has a nap. Great dude. Love this. But now we do have Slowbro, which also features the dude eating his butt.
A.
He is very unbothered. I appreciate his values there. He's unbothered. There we go. And yes, one of the Pokemon games does feature a set of missions where you need to stop the illegal sale of Slowpoke tails as a delicacy. Which is fun.
Wow.
You do indeed restore the Slowpokes, but you cannot give their tails back. But you do take down the organisation doing that. So that's good.
That's good.
Pokemon's always been strange. I love it. Alright.
Yeah.
Magnemite, which appears to be 2 magnets, a ball, 3 screws, and an eye.
The silence is very loud right now.
Getting to see. And then you've got Magneton, which is 3 of them that got stuck together.
I'm still going off Z energy.
All right.
I've created a whole new section.
We've got the Z's for the ones that we just don't get. Farfetch'd is a bird, but this one does have a leek that he'll slap you with, and he's very protective of his leek.
B.
He's got much more of a
bird
vibe.
And leek. It adds something.
I'm almost tempted to say an A though. He's got vibes.
Go for it. I'm happy with an A.
He's got vibes. All right. Doduo is a bird with 2 heads, and while it's not the coolest Pokemon, it has spawned one of my favourite webcomics.
Yeah, I really like it.
Is he an A?
I'm happy with an S.
Oh, with an S! All right, go on,
I'm
Doduo.
happy. Yeah.
Yes, Doduo does have one of my favourite webcomics you can look up is a Doduo where one of the Doduo heads is very, very silly and the other one's sensible, and it just says, "Be strong, Clarence, be strong for mother," as the other head's like, "Ah!" So, I don't know why, but "Be strong, Clarence" is something that's said in my house quite a lot. So there we go. Dodrio, on the other hand, looks like the most irritating git I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You are so loud. So loud. Those 3 heads are going to be biting each other constantly. I just... Awful creature. Now, this is Seal, who is a seal, but he does have certain vibes going on.
I like Seal.
You do like Seal.
I do like Seal.
Where do you want Seal to go?
Is A too kind?
No, because I think Dugong is S tier. That he has an amazing sound, and I always wanted a Dugong as a kid, and it was really hard for me to get because I was terrible at the ice locations. So Dugong's always been like an S tier Pokemon in my head.
Perfect.
All right, beautiful. This is Grimer. Grimer is a sentient pile of sludge, and is very smelly canonically.
You're not going to invite him to your birthday party, are you?
No, and Muck is the bigger version who looks slightly more tired.
Yeah, stinkier.
Straight into C tier with you. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, oh no, how am I forgetting your name? What are you called? Shelder. This is Shelder. He is a clam.
I feel like the fact that this is the first one you've forgotten their name.
Yeah.
C.
See. Now this is
That's enough of a
Cloyster.
vibe check.
Yeah. Cloyster is pretty cool, but he does have a slight demonic look about him.
Okay, maybe we'll bump him up to a B.
Alright. Go on then, Cloyster. This is Ghastly.
Oh, Osric said A.
A for Cloyster. Why would you look at A for Cloyster, Osric? I don't mind. We can put him in A. We've got for him. I love our S tier. It's the most weird Pokemon team.
It is weird.
You ain't fating anything with that, but maybe that's what I'll do for 10k your way. I'll put together an S tier. Oh, it looks like a little Chaos Ball. Oh, that's cute. I have always wanted to do a Pokemon randomizer. Maybe we'll do one day. Right, Ghastly is a ball of gas. There you go.
See.
Haunter is now the ball of gas, but more with claws and a little bit of a demonic attitude.
Bit more of a vibe, B.
And then Gengar is like a nightmare prince, essentially.
Nice.
He's very good at eating dreams and things like that.
Perfect. Just what I need.
Where does he go? B?
Yeah, I'm feeling a B.
Feeling a B. Alright. Onyx is a rock snake.
Brilliant.
Kinda cool. He's very, very large.
Wanted a snake made of rocks.
Maddie's gone to the point where we have no idea if she's sarcastic anymore.
Who knows at this point?
There we go. Where would you like Onyx?
A.
18 for Onyx. Alright. This is Drowsy. Drowsy does look like he's sat in poop. Because it sort of makes a trousers thing.
Sorry, I'm having to lean in because it's small.
He is small, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I've gone full screen. I think that's an S tier because I like the movement, the flow. The flow of I don't know.
This just in, Maddie puts a canonically child kidnapper and dream stealer into S tier.
Okay, can I just put it out there? I did not know that information.
You did not know that canonically in one of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeons games, he kidnaps a baby Azumarill for treasure.
That's not great.
Nope, but he's in there now, so...
Oh, what have I done?
And then we have Hypno as well, which does all of those things and more.
Okay, balance that out, C.
Alright, get out of here, Hypno. Alright, now here are the actual crabs. This is Krabby.
Solid name, A.
There we are.
That one's for you, Osric.
And then we have Kingler, which is a bigger, spikier version of Krabby.
Another A?
Another A. It does also have a cute bubble attack, so I do appreciate Krabby and Kingler.
Yeah.
Alright. Voltorb is a Pokeball with eyes.
C.
Alright. Electrode is the... I hate Electrode. Get out of here.
C, yeah.
Execute is a pile of what looks like eggs, but they're not eggs, they're actually seeds.
I don't really like it.
No, I'm not a fan of either. Executor is what Execute grows up into.
But I love that.
Oh.
Or is it the next one? When it's really tall and has a really skinny neck.
Oh. Yes, so that's the Galarian variant. Alright, in honour of the Galarian variant...
I just like it when you catch it in Pokemon Go and you can't see it on the screen.
Because it's too tall.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cubone. Cubone is incredible. He wears the skull of his mother. And yet we never see his mother.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
He's had to raise himself.
We're probably see it. We do actually see his mother.
Technically.
All the time.
Technically. Technically true. There's also some rumours that it was the baby of Kangaskhan, but that is not proven anywhere. Yes, this is the skull of its mother, Osric, that it wears after she dies, and I don't know how they organise that, but there you go.
That's a lot.
S tier, absolute best. We
Do it.
we love a child that becomes self-sufficient. You know, in hopefully more healthy ways than that.
Yeah.
Marowak is the evolved form. It's the same thing but skinnier.
Not an S. An A or a B. Me.
B, getting there. Okay, this is Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, both named after sort of renowned combat martial artists. They're kind of cool. They're not my favourite, but I do appreciate the thought that went into them.
B's.
B's for you too. This is Lickitung. There's not much more to say about that, really.
That is a very large tongue.
Yep. His main attack, you won't be surprised, is Lick. But hey, he knows his strengths and he works with them.
I like that. I'm going to put him in B.
Alright, get in B, Lickitung. This is Tangela. Brian David Gilbert once described Tangela as a tumbleweed wearing some Air Jordans, which I appreciate. It's just a little guy.
Yeah.
And you can make
I'm a fan
tea
of a little
out
guy.
of the Tangela
Oh.
branches if it gives you some.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
We love tea.
we do love tea. I feel like Tangela's an A maybe.
Yeah, I'm happy
Just-
with an A.
A supportive little guy. I like him. All right, oh my god, I can see the end. We're nearly there. We're gonna do it,
Wow,
Maddie.
we've made good progress.
Kangaskhan always carries a baby around in its pouch. No one knows how it got there. It is born with the baby.
Weird.
Yeah.
But I like weird. We'll go with the B.
With a B. This is Horsey. It is a seahorse. There you go.
C. I'm sorry.
Now, this is so Cedra. This is Cedra, which is a cooler version of the seahorse because it now has a really cool whirly tail and water attacks.
I appreciate a whirly tail.
All right. Is it a B or is it an A?
Yeah. I'm not feeling A.
Okay, it's a
I think I'm
B.
feeling less generous.
All right, now we have Goldeen and Seaking. Goldeen is a very pretty fish with good, like, swirly fins and very feminine eyes, as you do. And then Seaking looks like it goes all the time. And
I think
just-
Seeking's got to be in C.
All right, C for Seaking. And Goldeen has an attitude, though. Goldeen, you wouldn't want to invite her around for a cup of tea because she's just going to, like, moan constantly.
B tier.
B tier for Goldeen. Now you have Staryu, which is a starfish.
Oh, it's got to be C.
But then you have Starmie, which is more like two starfish, and it does a cool fidget spinner thing.
A.
All right,
Spinner for the win.
fidget spinner. There we go. Mr. Mime is a C, and it can burn in hell.
Yeah, no, I fully agree.
I hate you. I did against.
Me?
No, not you.
That's a very strong emotion to say against me.
Maddie, if you ever dress
Wow.
as Mr. Mime, you're going to catch
Wow.
these hands, okay? No, I did see a post online that said, do you think you could beat up a Mr. Mime? And the answer was yes, because if I ever saw one, I would be filled with enough strength to be able to beat one. And that is just how I feel about Mr. Mime. Awful creature.
Okay, fair.
No, I love you, Maddie. I hate Mr. Mime. That's how I go.
What's the little green thing?
This is
It looks
Scyther.
like some kind of... Okay.
Scyther is a bug who has knives for arms.
Ooh.
But he is very cool. I do appreciate a Scyther. He was always quite difficult
Yeah.
to catch.
Are we going with an A?
I think an A, yeah. Scyther's cool. Scizor is awesome, which is the evolved form. Jinx, again, I do
No.
love your outfit. I do not like you. You're upsetting.
No, I agree. Very upsetting.
So, there we go.
Irritating character.
Yeah, just, I don't know. It looks, again, like it'd make a Miss Piggy noise constantly. And I don't want that.
Yeah.
All right. You've got... This is Electabuzz. Nobody knows what
I feel
Electabuzz
like
is.
I feel like it's just a Pikachu wannabe.
Yeah, it's a Pikachu wannabe that like works in a game store, and I can say that because I worked in a game store. It's trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Get and see. Magmar is the same.
Yeah.
He also has the weirdest forehead.
Yeah, no, see.
Yeah, 90s flame decals are out. Terrible. Yeah. Oh my god. Terrible, Osric. No, oh my god. This is Pinsir. That's pretty much it. There ain't much more to say about
I don't
Pinsir.
like it.
Alright,
Put it
C.
in the sea.
Now, Tauros is, again, just a bull. But he is
A big
cuter.
doll. It's cute. Maybe a B.
Maybe a B for Tauros. Magikarp is a fish who is known as being so pathetic, all it does is splash.
C.
But then Gyarados
No
is a
vibe.
fish that is really angry.
Ooh, angry fish.
Angry fish. It can also fly in the sky, which is kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. Do we do a big jump up and go to A?
A for
Or is
Gyarados.
that too?
No, I think that's good. Gyarados is cool. There's also the Lake of Rage Gyarados, which is bright red, which looks awesome. Now, Osric was going to suggest putting one of my absolute favourite Pokemon into C tier. This is Lapras. Lapras, I don't even know.
I love it.
It sings.
S.
It's got a big shell. It'll take you across the water. S tier. We love Lapras.
How could you do this to us, Osric?
Honestly, just because we put Paras into B, you're gonna diss my Lapras. Sad. This is Ditto. Ditto is most used for breeding, because if you have a Ditto, you only need one other Pokemon because it can mimic whatever. So
have you seen the episode of Doctor Who with the adipose?
I have seen the
That's what it
adipose.
reminds me of.
Oh, it's a little fat ball.
Yeah, that's what it's reminding me of.
It is very happy about its life. It gets to be whoever it wants, which I can appreciate.
Yeah, and that is a vibe.
It is a vibe.
Maybe a B.
A B for Ditto. Very good. Eevee. Now, as much as I love Eeveelutions, Eevee is just a small dog, and it's the size of a chihuahua, which is upsetting.
But I do like an Eevee. Can we put Eevee in B?
Eevee can go in B, yes. Now, Vaporeon, again, is another top-tier Pokemon for me. I love it. Mostly because it has a really pretty sound.
Put it in S.
S tier for Vaporeon. Get in there. Jolteon is the electric version with a very stabby butt.
A.
Hey, that's what I was thinking. But then Flareon I've never liked as much because it is just a ginger dog.
Yeah, put it in a B.
Into B with you. Porygon. Porygon is the first digital Pokemon, as in it's made of code. So I don't know how it exists, but it does.
It just looks like a failed art project.
Yeah, yeah.
If you got a load of primary school kids to put a load of shapes together, they'd come up with that.
It is the bisexual flag colours, and we are coming up to Pride Month, though.
Okay, yeah.
And the trans flag colours. It's I think it's not vibing extremely well, but it's vibing a bit better than Ghastly or Literal Tadpole.
Yeah.
Alright. Omanite is an Ammonite, but he does have a moustache.
I like him. I like the moustache. I think it really adds a bit of flair.
It does. He does look very friendly.
I want to be friends.
Alright, we'll stick him in A. And yes, sorry, purple is more in the bi flag, isn't it, than pink. I get my flags confused. I'm terrible at flags. What am I doing? Oma Star is less comfortable because now he's got pincers.
Not a vibe.
See. Kabuto is Another fossil is a trilobite. That's the word.
Brutal, I know, but C.
But it
Just
does
looks
become Kabutops, which is a cool dinosaur with swords for arms again.
Yeah, that is cool. I like a sword for an arm.
We like a sword arm. Where are we going with Kabutops, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. Our rate is pretty diverse. It's cool in there. Aerodactyl is an ancient dragon that likes to shout.
B.
Yeah, he's fine. Alright, last few. Snorlax. Very large. Only responds to flute. Love him.
S.
There we go. Perfect. Articuno. Icebird. Legendary.
Pretty cool. An A.
Now, what is fun, you have Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Their names are 1, 2, 3 in Spanish.
Ah, that's cool.
So, oh, forget this one. I accidentally left that one in. That's an alternate form. But yes, Zapdos is the electric bird who does have a very strange scream.
Yeah, maybe a B.
And then Moltres is a phoenix, which actually is pretty cool.
That is cool. Back to an A.
Back to an A. Alright. Dratini is a dragon worm?
It's really cute.
It is cute.
B.
Alright. Dragonair, the evolved form. It now has cute cloud wings, a horn, and some blue balls. Little gem decorations.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in its mid phase.
Yeah.
Is that a B as well,
Yeah,
do we
worm
think?
with big ears. Yeah, maybe.
In there. And then we have Dragonite, which those worms evolve into. Don't know how that happened, but he is canonically a postman.
Where did the legs come from?
Evolution, I guess.
Postman.
He's a postman. He's very good at his job. He's very friendly and likes to look after different Pokemon.
S tier.
S tier. Dragonite is an S tier.
Friendliness gets you places.
We do love that. We love friendliness. And then we have two left. We should reverse those, really. We've got Mew. Mew is small and pink, but does have an incredible giggle. And is slightly mischievous. I guess it's like a flying mouse kind of thing. It's also the progenitor Pokemon. Yes. And then you have Mewtwo, who was cloned from various versions of Mew, and then was essentially forced into slave labour, and so murdered everybody, and then tried to rescue a bunch of Pokemon and leave.
Wow.
I know, the first Pokemon film went wild.
That was a lot to take in.
Right? I know, hardcore. He's a psychic user as well, so he can talk to your mind.
That is cool. Maybe an A then.
And there we have it. We have rated all 151 of the initial Pokemons.
Gosh.
And these are just some of the variant versions. We aren't going to do those right now because we've run out of time. But yes, lots of versions of Pikachu with a hat.
Hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is there not a special effect hat?
Ugh. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Like maybe in like Pokemon Go. Oh,
That would be very
that'd
cool.
be so cool. But there we go. I will export this in a minute and I will put it on Blue Sky. So that everyone can see what we think of various Pokemon, and you can go to Linktree and look at those. But yes, thank you everyone for hanging out.
Judge.
I know.
Yeah, it was lovely.
It was
Thank
so
you,
lovely. But yes, lots and lots and lots of news. Streams over the next couple of months will be a bit sporadic because various people are in and out of the office, so you may randomly see us go live one day when we find the time and the strength. Pretty much. What I need to do quickly is see if I can do a raid out on Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch, when I end the stream, stay in the chat if you can while I send out the raid, because we're currently going through restream, so I don't know if it's going to cause me any trouble. But let me just quickly check and see who is live and who we are going to go and say hello to. Oh my god, everyone is live. All the cool people are live. Oh god, I'm playing myself. This is the problem when you follow like 100 cool people, because they all go live at the same time. And then who do you say hi to? Let's go over to our friend Shaz Shanghari, because Shaz is doing some art at the moment, and they are very cool. Osric, yes, if you could sort the raid, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But yes, thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you for being in chat, and thank you for coming over on YouTube if you dropped in. Because that's super, super cool. We're going to start doing this more often. And yes, any final words from you, Maddie?
Just thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. And, you know, if you are interested in anything we said today, have a look on the website, read up more, join some cool events. Just come say hi. We want to see your lovely faces if we can, whether that's online, in person. So, yeah, thank you all so much.
Yep, drop us a line on the Discord if you've got anything you want to ask about or speak with any of the community members. All right, that's fine. I can... let me see... That's all right. It's let me set up the raid. Cool. We will go quickly so we can send over the raid, and we will see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!